Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. And when last we left off, we were in the fire giant stronghold, just above the lair of Klauth, a very ancient red dragon who's trying to prolong his life by basically absorbing the very essence of extremely, rapidly accelerated aged dragons? Yeah, it seems a bit of an odd thing to do, but could just become a Draco Lich, but I suppose Klauth isn't interested in that. We have a plan, however, to defeat Klauth, because we have to defeat Klauth, because we do believe that Klauth is guarding the third word of power that we need. Now, we have a journal that says that if he absorbs the essence of a dead dragon, it will cripple and severely wound him, which is basically what we're relying on, because if we don't rely on this, we're pretty much not going to be able to defeat him. Well, I suppose we could try, but do we really want to? It's been heavily implied that victory will not be possible if we don't. Now, let's use Summon Creature 7 here, and let's head into this room and fight... Ow! And get hit by a trap, and heal first, because we're about to go fight some Yanti. Has been a while since we've fought some Yanti. Let's go! What difficulty are these? That one's not very difficult. That one is also not very difficult.
Pray.
They're not happy to see me, but then again I'm not very surprised about that. There is, however, a blue dragon here that we can just talk to. Oh, we can just talk to this dragon? That might be useful. Especially considering the fact that this is the area, I believe, where we will be able to make those orbs. Was that a fireball? You got some bad news for you. That was a poor decision of spell to cast. Very, very poor. Here is a dragon or pedestal. I believe we might end up needing that. Also, you dispelled an area of effect. That's quite handy. I do believe combat is pretty much over, however, unless there's something I can't see. The music, however, seems to think that combat is still going on. Alright, it's finally stopped. Right, let's go talk to this blue dragon, shall we? Here are some fountains. Blue dragons are vain and territorial. They prefer to hunt on cloudless days, when their blue scales allow them to blend with the open skies. Hello, dragon! I am surprised you haven't tried to kill me instantly, but I suppose you may think that we have a reason to be here. We do, it's just not the one that you think. But then again, you just saw us kill all of the Yanti here, so it's going to be a little bit difficult us explaining what we're doing here if we're not here to kill everyone. Hungry. Food. Food? Hungry. Who are you? What are you doing here? Food? Feed me. Hungry. Food? Got a real one-track mind there. Hungry! Food! 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 I get the feeling this is one of the dragons that has had its aging rapidly accelerated. We're going to have to get one of these dragon orb pedestals here. Or not. Do we not have one? Doesn't seem like we have one. Maybe the fountain has one. Yes, it does. There's a ritual book here, and a dragon sphere. This sphere is roughly the size of an ogre's head, and appears to be made of polished black stone, though it is far lighter than one would first expect. The flawless surface is cool to the touch, and seems to draw all light into it. The ritual's most effective, yep. Must be lured or trapped within the centre of the ritual room, and the dragon sphere must be placed upon the pedestal. The dragon's body will be instantly consumed. Okay, we've had this book already, but basically it's pretty much already in the ritual room, the centre. Now, we, unfortunately, to cripple Klauth, are going to have to kill this dragon. It's not... It is actually quite difficult, even though it doesn't have the intelligence and wit of a dragon of its age. So we're going to have to prepare for a typical dragon fight, which basically means we're going to have to be very, very careful about this. Because blue dragons are very, very dangerous. What else do we need casting? Let's see. Energy Buffer is a nice spell to cast. need to have that. I think we also need to have... spell resistance might be a nice thing to have cast on me too, just in case. And then you can get resist elements, and you can also get resist elements. And while we're here, I'll have bull strength. I think I'm pretty prepared for what's to come here. We need to lure this dragon into the center of the room, which I believe it already is, and basically kill it. Can I ask you some questions? This is not going to work, but I'm curious. Nope, it's not going to work. Where is your food? Ah, food? Food? Hungry. Food? Well, we unfortunately have to kill this dragon. So we're just going to say, I am Sar'ken Smith. Prepare to die, worm. Nah, we're not going to say that. We're going to ask you some questions, and then I should just kill you and put you out of your misery. Hungry. Food. Hungry. So it doesn't even know that we're threatening it, so we're going to have to hit it. Now combat has begun against this dragon. This dragon that is probably actually going to be really difficult to hit. Probably very difficult to hit, especially considering there's now a basic fog of acid there that has now been dispelled, so the dragon is now in some trouble. The dragon is in some serious trouble. We should be able to deal with this dragon, actually, quite capably. I like the fact that Shaman is trying to dispel these areas of effect. There is the lightning breath. Unfortunately, this is not going very well for you, Blue Dragon. I didn't expect it to. We are quite good at this now. We've slain at least one dragon. Let's make it 2, shall we? Yep. I'm terribly sorry, but we had to do that. We had to do that so we could use this dragon orb pedestal here and consume the essence of a dead dragon. That should do it. There we go. Dead dragon sphere. The sphere radiates a powerful heat, and on close inspection there appears to be a winged shape lying motionless. The captured essence of a dead dragon. Now we could have captured the essence of a live dragon there. But we don't want to capture the essence of a live dragon. We most certainly want to capture the essence of a dead one. The only reason being is we can use that to cripple Klauth. Also, the dragon drops some loot. I'm curious what loot the dragon has. Let's find out. Turns out it's an actual loot, and the dragon had bard levels. Oh, dragon blood. Fair enough. There doesn't appear to be any other things to actually do in this area. I'm surprised that the Yanti that were actually guarding this area were actually quite weak. But hey, we'll deal with what we deal with. And in this case, easy Yanti fights are easy Yanti fights. We're back in the Fire Giant's lair though, because we need to go and hand this dead dragon sphere off. I'm sure Klauth will readily accept it, not realizing that we're intent on killing him. Well, you never know. May think that we're one of the servants of the Fire Giants. You've got to wonder how Klauth manages to fit into his lair through this tiny door. I imagine there's another entrance. Either that or Klauth changes form, because quite a few of the dragons can change form, which is quite handy. Right, here we are. There are a lot of doors leading to Klauth's lair. We should most certainly be ready for anything. Let us summon... Not a fire one? Oh, it's the water one. That is actually exactly the one that I wanted. Because summoning a fire elemental here against a red dragon would be a pretty unfortunate occurrence. Because red dragons, predictably, are all about fire. They have a fire breath, and among that they have a lot of spells, and I do believe quite a lot of the time they will prepare fire spells, although sneaky red dragons will also prepare lots of other spells too, because they know that people are expecting them to have loads of fire attacks, so equipping spells that have other effects can catch an adventuring party unaware. Did I cast Bull Strength on myself? Nope. Is there anything else I need to actually prepare? I don't think so. I think we're as ready as we'll ever be to face Klauth. Now, we might have to fight our way to Klauth, but I'm sure Klauth will readily accept this Dragon Sphere. Ow. There's some of that fire damage. There's some more of that fire damage. And there's some more of that fire damage. You'll notice that there's a lot of fire damage here. There are a few more doors. There's this door and a trap from behind us. There is Klauth. And because Klauth technically has not been aggroed yet, we're actually going to rest in just a moment, because we have no reason to actually fight Klauth in anything other than tip-top shape. There is, however, one more trap. I should probably trigger that now, shouldn't I? Yep.
Yes? Is there something...
I just, wouldn't want to have a conversation in the middle of a toxic cloud there, Sharwin, so we're just going to, move out of that a little.
Fair enough.
I wonder if that will... Yeah, when we rest, that pretty much just disappears. That's quite a handy thing to know. So we're going to rest again. We're going to summon and buff up again, because we needed those buffs to deal with those traps. Hopefully there'll be no more traps, so that we can fight Klauth at full strength. Unlike Klauth, who most certainly is not going to fight us at full strength. We're just going to rest and pretend we didn't summon a fire elemental there. Imagine the fire elemental being here. What do you wish of me? Hey, where are you going? All right, then fine. I'll just head back home then, shall I? We don't want a fire elemental. Any other elemental is fine, just not a fire elemental. Let's try that again. That's much better. A water elemental. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So we'll buff my companions before myself. So, there we go. Resist elements. Resist elements. And then I'll buff me. Starting with this one. There's a lot of spells being cast here. I am very glad that I have haste, which gives me the ability to cast these so much faster. And I believe that is the party completely buffed. You gotta wonder if Klauth's gonna get suspicious of the fact that we're approaching him completely fully buffed to the teeth. Well, let's find out, shall we? Hello, Klauth, how are you? Was there another trap? If there was a trap, I did not get hit by it. Covered in wicked-looking scars, the ancient colossal red dragon, nicknamed Old Snarl, is perhaps the most fearsome and powerful single mortal creature in all of Faerun. We're gonna have to fight this dragon. I'm really not looking forward to that prospect. Really not looking forward to it. But first, let's set off our trap.
So, at last you have come. I assume my fire giant servants are dead. No matter. They are of little consequence to me. I can find other servants. Perhaps even you will serve.
I think that's some wishful thinking there, Klauth.
Come closer. I will not harm you. These last days of the eons of my life pass slowly now, and I would speak with you to break the monotony.
Oh, fair enough. I will speak with you. That's not quite what I was expecting. Also, the angle of Sar'ken looking up really high to talk to Klauth here. How do you know my name? I am old as time itself. The infinite wisdom of eternity is mine to command. Your name and your deeds are known to me, Sar'ken Smith, and I shall remember them long after history has forgotten you. Who are you? I am Klauth, Worm of the North, oldest of the dragons, greatest of the mortal creatures who walk the realms. My power and my knowledge know no bounds. I want to ask you some questions. I am Klauth, the ancient worm. I know much that is hidden. I even know you seek the words of power, remnants of the creator race, so you can save the city you call Neverwinter. I have read the strategy guide to this game, and I know all the things that are coming. You really should be more careful in the next chapter. It's going to be, dangerous for you. Wait, what's going to happen? Oh, I can't tell you that. That would break the fourth wall. But there are only 3 walls surrounding me. Oh, Sar'ken. Oh, Sar'ken, you mortals do not have concept of such things. Never mind. Ask your questions, Sar'ken Smith, and I shall answer if it pleases me. Tell me about the words of power. The words are ancient, fashioned by the creator race when even I was young. The power of the words is great. Once I even thought their magic could sustain me, though I know better now. The magic of the words is not the sort I need to prolong my life, and so the word of power sits in my hoard, as meaningless as all the other material treasures I have collected over eons of time. I know you desire the word, Sar'ken Smith, and it is of no use to me, so I will give it to you in trade. Trade? What kind of trade? There is only one thing I desire, and that is to prolong my life. I perform dark rituals to feed my essence, and for these rituals I need eggs of other dragons. Bring me these treasures, and I will give you the words of power. Basically, go to the green dragon and the gold dragon that are in the area, kill them, and steal their eggs and hand them to Klauth. Do this, and Klauth will possibly give you the word of power. It's one way of solving it, but I'm not interested in solving it that way. How do I know I can trust you? Beside me, you are so insignificant that it would be beneath me to betray you. But if this is not assurance enough, you do not have to undertake the task. I can find others to bring me the dragon eggs. Let's be neutral in this instance, and while we have no intention of actually getting the eggs, we can at least say that we want to ask other questions. I'll think about your offer, but right now I have some more questions for you. Tell me about the creator race. This land was not always ice and snow. Once it was steaming jungle, ruled over by a powerful race of ruthless lizard men who forced the lesser creatures, all of you humans, dwarves, and elves, to serve them as slaves. But the land changed. The world grew cold. The old ones died out and became a forgotten legend in the mists of time. Now all that remains is the legacy of their glory, the words of power. Do you know anything about Morgrim and his cult? Morgrim and his cult are nothing, a single drop of water in the ocean of history. He dreams of greatness, of the legacy of the creator race and claiming the words of power, but they are the dreams of a fool. His people came to me seeking the word of power, but I sent them away. Morgrim is blind with ambition, consumed by an insane lust for power. I will not deal with a madman. I have too much to lose. What's wrong with the dragon in the other layer within this complex? Dragon? That term hardly applies. That creature is simply a vessel for the essence of my existence, an ignorant beast created by the power of my sorcerer servant's magic from the eggs of another dragon. In mere months their bodies go from eggs and hatchlings to full-grown adults, though their minds remain empty. Then, when they are mature and their essence waxes full, I absorb them utterly to sustain my own waning life. You feed on your own kind. You're a monstrous cannibal. My own kind. I am unique. There is no other creature like me in the world. What value is the life of a common dragon against my own continued existence? I am great and terrible and awe-inspiring like no other being. If I succumb to the darkness that encircles me, the world will not even comprehend what it has lost. I do not expect you to understand, Sar'ken. Ironically, only I have the wisdom to appreciate the value of my own life. I think you're an insane egomaniac. Your taunts are nothing to me. Would you heed the buzzings of a fly? Save your insults for one who does not deem you beneath his notice, Sar'ken Smith. I be going now. Your comings and goings make no matter to me. You are insignificant, a nothing beside my own existence. Go, stay, it doesn't matter to me, for I, Klauth, am eternal. We shall see about you being eternal, Klauth, for when we come back, we're going to offer you a dragon spear that most certainly isn't going to cripple you. it's going to really, really cripple your strength. Power enough for us to kill you, because while we could indeed barter with you and get the other dragon eggs, that would involve not only killing a green dragon, who really doesn't deserve us just going in and killing her for the eggs, but also a gold dragon. And I'm not killing either of those dragons just to sustain your waning twilight semi-not-quite-dead existence for longer than it should be. Next video, we're going to kill Klauth. At least we're going to try and kill Klauth. I hope we are anyway. So, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. So close to level, to the next level as well. I hope we get to that level before the end of this chapter. I hope we do. Later.